My name is Kim Namjoon, also known as RM, the leader of the group BTS. Have you ever looked at someone else's life and quietly wondered, why am I not there yet? That single question has stolen more confidence, more peace, and more dreams than most people ever realize. But here's the truth. You were never meant to live someone else's story. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 5 powerful lessons that can completely change the way you see yourself. Once you understand them, you'll stop comparing, start growing, and finally recognize the value that has always been within you. Let's begin. 1. Your journey has its own timeline. One of the biggest mistakes we make is believing that life is a race. We see someone achieving success at a younger age, reaching their dreams faster, or receiving recognition before us, and we immediately start questioning our own worth. But the truth is, you were never meant to follow someone else's timeline. Every person is carrying a different story, facing different struggles, and growing through different experiences. Comparing your progress to theirs is like comparing the sunrise to the stars. Both are beautiful, but they shine at different times. The moments when you feel left behind are often the moments that are quietly preparing you for something greater. Instead of asking, why am I not there yet? Ask yourself, am I becoming stronger than I was yesterday? Real growth isn't about being first. It's about becoming the person you're meant to be. Trust your pace. Stay patient with your journey, and remember that the right opportunities will arrive when you are truly ready for them. 2. Stop seeking validation. One of the most exhausting ways to live is by constantly waiting for someone else to tell you that you're enough. Many people spend years trying to impress others, hoping for approval, compliments, or recognition before they allow themselves to feel confident. But if your confidence depends on other people's opinions, it will disappear the moment those opinions change. The truth is that not everyone will understand your dreams, your choices, or your journey, and that's perfectly okay. You were not born to meet everyone's expectations. You were born to discover your own purpose. Think about how much energy is wasted trying to make everyone happy. The more you chase validation, the more you lose yourself. You begin changing your personality, hiding your real thoughts, and making decisions based on what others might think instead of what truly feels right to you. Slowly, you stop living your own life and start living a life designed by other people's expectations. That is one of the easiest ways to lose your identity. Real confidence is built in silence. It grows every time you keep your promise to yourself, every time you continue working even when nobody is watching, and every time you choose discipline over comfort. The strongest people are not those who receive the most applause. They are the ones who keep moving forward even when they receive none. They understand that their value doesn't increase because someone praises them, and it doesn't decrease because someone ignores them. There will always be people who doubt you, criticize you, or fail to see your potential. If you spend your life trying to change their minds, you'll never have enough time to change your own future. Instead of asking, do they believe in me? Ask yourself, do I believe in myself? That single question has the power to change everything. Because once you truly trust yourself, you stop chasing approval and start chasing growth. Remember, the people who achieve extraordinary things are rarely the ones who waited for permission. They are the ones who believed in themselves before the world did. So stop looking outside for the confidence that already exists within you. Your dreams don't need everyone's approval. They only need your commitment. When you learn to validate yourself, you become impossible to control, impossible to discourage, and unstoppable on your own path. 3. Turn comparison into growth. Comparison is not always the enemy. The real problem begins when comparison steals your confidence instead of building your character. Every time you look at someone else's success and think, I'll never be like them, you give away your power. You start focusing on what you lack instead of appreciating everything you already have. That mindset slowly convinces you that someone else's victory is your defeat, but life has never worked that way. Someone else's success does not reduce your chances of achieving your own dreams. There is enough room for everyone to grow, succeed, and create a meaningful life. The next time you see someone doing better than you, don't ask, why them? Ask yourself, what can I learn from them? That single question changes everything. Instead of feeling jealous, you become curious. Instead of feeling defeated, you become motivated. Growth begins the moment you replace envy with learning. Every successful person has something to teach you if you are humble enough to pay attention. Maybe it's their discipline, their patience, their consistency, or the courage they showed when everyone else doubted them. Learn from those qualities instead of comparing results. Remember, you are only seeing the highlight reel of someone else's journey. You rarely see the sleepless nights, the failures, the sacrifices, the disappointments, and the moments when they wanted to give up. Success always looks easy from the outside because people celebrate the destination more than the journey. But behind every achievement is a story filled with struggles that most people never witness. So never compare your behind the scenes with someone else's best moments. Imagine planting two seeds on the same day. One grows into a flower within weeks, while the other takes years to become a strong tree. Does that make the tree a failure? Of course not. It simply has a different purpose. The flower is beautiful for a season, but the tree provides shade, strength, and stability for decades. Growth is not measured by speed. It is measured by how deeply your roots are growing while no one is watching. Your life follows its own rhythm, and that rhythm cannot be rushed. Every person you admire started as a beginner. They made mistakes, felt insecure, and experienced moments of doubt just like you. The difference is that they didn't let comparison stop them. They kept learning, improving, and showing up every single day. They understood that becoming better is not about competing with others. It is about competing with the person they were yesterday. Instead of spending hours wondering why someone else is ahead, spend that time building yourself. Read one more page. Practice one more skill. Learn one more lesson. Improve one small habit today. Small actions repeated every day will always defeat empty comparison. While others are busy watching successful people are busy becoming better. There will always be someone smarter, faster, richer, or more experienced than you. If you keep comparing yourself to everyone you meet, you will never feel successful because there will always be another person to compare yourself with. But there is one comparison that is healthy and meaningful. Compare yourself to the version of you from yesterday. Are you more disciplined, more patient, more confident, more kind, more resilient? Those are the comparisons that truly matter because they lead to progress instead of insecurity. The goal is not to become someone else. The goal is to become the strongest version of yourself. Your talents are different. Your struggles are different. Your purpose is different. You don't need to copy another person's path because your own path holds opportunities that belong only to you. The world doesn't reward copies. It remembers people who are authentic. So whenever comparison enters your mind, don't let it become a reason to quit. Let it become a reason to grow. Let it remind you that improvement is always possible. Turn jealousy into curiosity. Turn doubt into determination. Turn admiration into action. Because the moment you stop competing with everyone else and start investing in yourself, your life begins to change. And one day, without even realizing it, you'll become the person that someone else looks at for inspiration. 4. Focus on becoming better every day. One of the biggest reasons people feel stuck is because they expect their lives to change overnight. They want instant results, instant success, instant confidence, and instant happiness. But real growth has never worked that way. The strongest people are not the ones who changed everything in a single day. They are the ones who made small improvements every single day, even when nobody noticed. Success is not built in one dramatic moment. It is built through hundreds of ordinary days where you choose to keep going instead of giving up. Imagine climbing a mountain. If you keep looking only at the top, the journey feels impossible. The distance seems too great, and every step feels too small to matter. But the moment you focus only on taking the next step, everything changes. You stop worrying about how far you still have to go and start appreciating how much progress you make with every step forward. Life works exactly the same way. Stop thinking about becoming perfect. Focus on becoming just a little better than you were yesterday. Too many people underestimate the power of small improvements because they don't see immediate results. Reading 10 pages of a book doesn't instantly make you wiser. Exercising for one day doesn't instantly make you stronger. Practicing a skill for 1 hour doesn't instantly make you an expert. But when you repeat those small actions consistently, they create a future that once seemed impossible. Tiny habits become powerful routines, small choices become lifelong disciplines, and ordinary days become extraordinary lives. The problem is that people celebrate big victories but ignore the small wins that make those victories possible. They wait until they achieve something massive before they allow themselves to feel proud. But growth doesn't only happen at the finish line. It happens every time you refuse to quit. Every time you wake up with discipline instead of excuses. Every time you choose learning instead of comfort. Every time you continue even when nobody is cheering for you. Those moments may seem invisible today, but they are building the person you will become tomorrow. Don't compare your first chapter to someone else's 20th chapter. Every expert was once a beginner. Every confident person once struggled with self-doubt. Every successful individual once failed, made mistakes, and questioned whether they were good enough. What separated them from everyone else wasn't talent alone. It was consistency. They kept improving even when progress felt slow. They trusted the process even when the results weren't visible. There will be days when you feel like nothing is changing. You'll work hard, stay disciplined, and still feel like you're standing in the same place. Those are the moments that test your character. Remember that a seed spends a long time growing beneath the ground before anyone can see it. Just because you can't see progress doesn't mean progress isn't happening. Your habits are creating roots. Your patience is building strength. Your consistency is preparing you for opportunities that haven't arrived yet. Instead of asking yourself, how far do I still have to go? Ask a better question. What can I improve today? Maybe today you become a little more patient. Maybe today you learn one new lesson. Maybe today you choose kindness instead of anger. Maybe today you finish the task you've been avoiding. These small victories may not seem important, but together they shape your future. Great lives are not built through one perfect decision. They are built through thousands of small, intentional choices. Perfection is one of the biggest obstacles to progress. Many people never start because they are waiting for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect version of themselves. But perfection is an illusion. If you keep waiting until everything feels right, you may spend your entire life standing still. Progress always beats perfection. A small step forward is more valuable than a perfect plan that never becomes action. Don't let one bad day convince you that you're failing. Everyone has difficult days. Everyone loses motivation sometimes. Everyone makes mistakes. What matters is not whether you fall. What matters is whether you decide to stand up again. One bad chapter does not mean your story is over. One mistake does not define your future. Every sunrise gives you another chance to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient than the day before. Your greatest competition has never been the people around you. It has always been the person you were yesterday. If you are learning more, thinking better, becoming kinder, building stronger habits, and facing challenges with greater courage than before, then you are already succeeding. Real success isn't measured by how quickly you reach the destination. It is measured by who you become along the way. Never underestimate what 1 year of consistent effort can do. The person who improves just 1% every day will eventually become someone completely different. People will call it talent, luck, or overnight success, but they won't see the countless days of quiet effort that made it possible. They won't see the sacrifices, the discipline, the failures, and the determination that happened behind the scenes. But you will know the truth. Every small decision mattered. So stop waiting for a life-changing moment. Become the person who creates those moments through daily action. Read one more page, practice one more hour, learn one more lesson. Be a little kinder, be a little braver, be a little stronger than you were yesterday. Because your future is not built by what you do once. It is built by what you choose to do every single day. And one day, You'll look back and realize that the small steps you almost ignored were the very steps that changed your entire life. 5. Know your true worth. One of the greatest battles you will ever face is not against failure, criticism, or difficult circumstances. It is the battle to believe that you are enough, even when the world tries to convince you otherwise. Every single day, you are surrounded by messages telling you to become more, earn more, look better, achieve faster, and prove yourself to everyone around you. Slowly, without even realizing it, you begin to measure your value by things that were never meant to define you. You start believing that your worth depends on your grades, your career, your appearance, your followers, your income, or the opinions of strangers. But none of those things can ever determine your true value. They can change overnight, your worth cannot. The truth is that you were valuable long before you achieved anything, before you received your first compliment, before anyone believed in you, before you reached your biggest goal. You already had value simply because you existed. Your dreams do not make you worthy. Your achievements do not make you worthy. They are only expressions of who you are, not the reason you deserve respect. The moment you understand this, your entire perspective begins to change. Many people spend years trying to become someone they think others will admire. They hide parts of themselves, silence their opinions, and constantly change to fit into places where they were never meant to belong. At first, it feels like acceptance, but over time, it becomes exhausting. Living behind a mask is one of the heaviest burdens a person can carry because no matter how much praise you receive, it never feels real. Deep inside, you know they are applauding a version of you that isn't authentic. There is incredible freedom in accepting yourself. It doesn't mean believing you are perfect. It means understanding that your imperfections do not erase your value. Every person has weaknesses, insecurities, fears, and moments of doubt. Those things do not make you less deserving of love, respect, or happiness. They simply make you human. Growth begins the moment you stop hating yourself for not being perfect and start appreciating yourself for continuing to grow. Think about the people you admire the most. Chances are they are not perfect either. They have made mistakes. They have failed publicly. They have faced rejection. Yet those experiences didn't destroy them. They became part of their story. What made them inspiring was never perfection. It was authenticity, resilience, and the courage to keep moving forward despite their flaws. Never confuse your mistakes with your identity. Making a mistake doesn't make you a failure. Experiencing rejection doesn't make you unworthy. Losing an opportunity doesn't mean you've lost your future. Every successful person has chapters they rarely talk about. Chapters filled with disappointment, fear, and uncertainty. Those chapters were not signs that they had no value. They were lessons preparing them for something greater. One of the most dangerous habits is constantly comparing your life to someone else's highlight reel. Social media makes it easy to believe that everyone else is happier, more successful, more confident, and living a perfect life. But you are comparing your real life to someone else's carefully selected moments. You cannot measure your worth against an illusion. Behind every smiling picture is a person fighting battles you may never see. Behind every achievement is a story of sacrifice that rarely gets shared. Stop allowing appearances to make you question your own journey. Knowing your worth also means learning when to walk away. Not every relationship deserves your energy. Not every friendship deserves your loyalty. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is leave environments that constantly make you feel small. You don't have to stay where you are only tolerated. You deserve to be where you are respected, appreciated, and encouraged to grow. People will misunderstand you. Some will underestimate you. Others may criticize you simply because they don't understand your path. If you build your identity around their opinions, your confidence will rise and fall with every compliment and every criticism. But when you know your worth, outside opinions lose their power. You no longer need to prove yourself to everyone because you are no longer searching for permission to be yourself. Self-worth is also reflected in the promises you make to yourself. Every time you break your own promises, whether it's giving up too early, ignoring your goals, or accepting less than you deserve, you slowly teach yourself that your own words don't matter. But every time you keep a promise to yourself, no matter how small. You strengthen your confidence. You begin trusting yourself again. That trust becomes the foundation of lasting self-respect. There will always be someone richer than you, someone more talented, someone more experienced, someone with a bigger audience or greater achievements. If you keep measuring yourself against those people, you will spend your entire life feeling like you're not enough. The race never ends because there will always be another person ahead. The only comparison that truly matters is this: are you becoming a better person than you were yesterday? If the answer is yes, then you are already moving in the right direction. Don't let temporary failures convince you that your future has disappeared. A setback is not your identity. A difficult season is not your destination. Sometimes life delays you because it is preparing you. Sometimes closed doors protect you from paths that were never meant for you. Trust that every experience, even the painful ones, is shaping your character in ways you cannot yet understand. Your worth is not found in applause. It is found in your character when nobody is watching. It is found in your kindness when there is nothing to gain. It is found in your honesty when lying would be easier. It is found in your discipline when excuses seem more comfortable. Those quiet moments reveal who you truly are, and that person is worth investing in every single day. Stop waiting for the world to tell you that you matter. Stop believing you have to earn the right to love yourself. Stop postponing your happiness until you achieve one more goal. Celebrate your progress. Respect your journey. Forgive yourself for your past. Learn from your mistakes, but don't carry them like chains. They were lessons, not life sentences. Remember that the greatest relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. You will hear your own thoughts every day for the rest of your life. Make sure they become words of encouragement instead of constant criticism. Speak to yourself with the same patience and compassion you would offer someone you truly care about. You deserve that kindness too. The world doesn't need another person pretending to be someone else. It doesn't need another copy. It needs people who are brave enough to be authentic, even when authenticity isn't popular. Your uniqueness is not your weakness, it is your greatest strength. The qualities that make you different today may become the reasons people admire you tomorrow. So stop questioning whether you are enough. Stop asking for permission to believe in yourself. Stand tall even when your progress is invisible. Continue learning even when no one notices. Keep showing kindness even when the world feels cold. Protect your peace, respect your values, and never trade your identity for temporary approval. Because your true worth has never depended on your success, your failures, your appearance, your popularity, or anyone else's opinion. Your true worth comes from the person you choose to become every single day. When you finally understand that, comparison loses its power, fear loses its voice, and confidence no longer comes from the outside. It grows quietly from within, and that is the kind of confidence that nothing and no one can ever take away. Always remember, the moment you stop comparing yourself to others is the moment you give yourself permission to become who you were truly meant to be. Your journey is different. Your struggles are different. Your purpose is different. So never measure your life using someone else's path. Keep growing, even when progress feels invisible. Keep believing, even when nobody else does. And most importantly, never forget your worth, because the world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs the one and only you. If this message touched your heart, don't let it end here. Carry these lessons with you every single day, and one day you'll look back and realize that the person you were comparing yourself to was never your competition. The only person you needed to become was the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching. And remember, your greatest journey begins the moment you choose yourself.